Hey guys, so it's been a bit of a hard day for me. Still, I managed to come on here and make this video. I know I went ghost like on you guys, and I haven't I haven't made any crazy decisions like that over the course of the past 5 or 6 years that I've been reactive on YouTube. But even though I deleted 300 videos, it's not because I don't care about my channel. It's just that I was being harassed. I was being sexually harassed. I was being attacked by an ex. Um, I have an ex who's from India and who's very much into like technology, and I moved on. I met someone who makes me happy, and I kind of went public with those pictures and my relationship and the status of it and the quality of it, to the extent that it provoked my ex enough to harass me. And I just think that it's unfortunate that there are people in this world who don't have proper lives, like they don't have their marbles together. I'm dealing with another ex, but this person is with someone who I had a real relationship with, my ex husband, who I'm going to court for custody. So these things are like not fucking like, I've been under a lot of stress, but I'm still able to smile. I'm still alive. Like I've dealt with people that have treated me um like been cruel, and in high school, built bullying. People tell me like I won't make it, I'll die, I'll never find love, I'm ugly as F, I'm ugly as all hell, I'll never find anyone. And I have found someone. I found someone who I care about, who loves me, who is very handsome, very talented. I've moved on, and there are bitter people who, I mean, it's not just regular women on webcam like myself. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm regular, but it's not like you're real, women out here on webcams who just blog and talk about their normal fucking lives. Like, but you have high profile people on this platform too, and in the world, artists and musicians and actresses who deal with the same stuff that I'm dealing with personally. In addition to, like, recently what happened with Ciara and her ex Future. These are artists, these are people in the music industry, which I'm not the big fan of the type of music they make. I like soul, blues, and rock, but it doesn't mean that I haven't listened to some of Future's music, because I have. It's just that I'm not going to buy an album. Some of the stuff I can listen to if I'm speeding, or I'm out driving, and I like to listen to certain tunes when I'm driving, but typically I stick to what speaks to my soul. But this guy is a millionaire, and he's bitter as hell because his ex moved on with another man, has children, and got remarried. What was she supposed to just like sit around and cry and be sad that, you left her, like, or you cheated on her? Like, no. And I think that's the main issue, is that there are people that want to silence you, that don't want you to show off your love, that just don't want you to be happy, don't feel you deserve it. It's unfortunate, but that's what we all have to deal with. It's not just us, it's everyone, all women of all different categories and bank accounts, like people with different statuses. Like, never is crazy is fucking crazy. Like, and that's what I've unfortunately had to deal with, is a crazy, bitter person who is hiding behind a disguise. Um, and I don't know how far this individual will go, but I don't know. I just felt like I should talk about what's happening and speak out. Um, protect myself to the best of my ability. But yeah, it's caused me to delete 300 videos. Like, and I said to myself, you know what? I shouldn't. I mean, I want to eventually move away from social media, but I shouldn't do it because someone's bullying me or sexually harassing me. I should move away from social media because I truly want to. If I'm being attacked, I should stand up, speak out against it, make a report, and that's what I did. You know, will it go somewhere? As long as I'm breathing and smiling, justice is served, because anybody that's going to take time out to try to ruin your happiness and your relationship doesn't have a life. Like, I'm not even sure if those people are even human. There's a lot of demons out here. And sometimes you may feel like they're actually winning, you know, because they will cause chaos and disruption. But I feel like if something is really meant to be in your life, if something is really solid, like if you have a solid foundation or a solid home, nothing really can shake that. Nothing can really fucking break like a like even not even a tornado or earthquake. You know, if it's really a firm foundation. And I think that the biggest issue is that a lot of people just don't have that, myself included. I For the longest time, I had to figure out what is that? Like, what does that look like? And I feel like I have it now. But for the longest time I didn't have it. So, you know, it starts with yourself, and that's the number one thing. You just questioning, like, okay, will this stand the test of time, or how can it, or what do I do to strengthen, you know, whatever needs to be strengthened. It's always good to have uh, a role model, okay, like someone who you can look up to. And but I always say, make sure your role models are people that will inspire you, to give you the option and inspire you to be a force of your own. You know, like being in a relationship, being married, and having kids is a part of your identity as a woman, but it's not your entire identity. So, like when I tell young people to find a role model, I always tell them, like, find someone who you can be alone or with someone and like be like happiest fucking person ever. You know. And the reason I say that is because, like, it's not even just a matter of like your relationship not working out, because I believe the current one that I'm in is freaking amazing. I think it's just a matter of like, you never know when that person's time is, you know? And so you will unfortunately have to face time by yourself. Like, your person may transition before you. And if that happens, it's likely to happen. And if your husband passes before you, who are you? You know, what are you going to do with yourself when your kids are married and have their own lives? So, yeah, when you find a role model, definitely find someone that you're cool with being, or that you look in, like, you're cool with being like, or looking to, you know, because you're you. But find someone that is just, you're cool with being like alone. Like, you know, does that make sense? Because there are some people who admire women because they like how they navigate their family and how they are in their personal relationships, but they don't necessarily know that woman who she is single. So, like, a perfect example would be like Lisa Bonet. Like, we see her in her relationship with Lenny, and how she raised Zoe, and how she was an activist against like vaccines and harmful chemicals for young children. And we've seen her break up with Lenny, and who she was when she broke up with him, and we see her remarrying another person and her older age, and changing her name and having more children, and we see her being herself outside of that relationship and being solo. If you can admire every dimension of a person in every stage, then that's a good person to look to, you know. But if you can't, if you only like a person because of who they're connected to, that's not a good role model. Does that make sense? So that's what helped me to be very strong mentally. Um, that's all. Oh, wait. There's another thing. So there are some videos I do still have that I will post, but I think I'm going to mainly just post my me and my future husband's music. We make music, so I think I'm just going to post the music on YouTube, and that's it. You know, as far as how I personally feel about life, social issues, and other things, I'm going to write about it because I think that, I mean, I'm not really like the biggest fan of this platform. I think it has its ups and downs. But if you want to have something that lasts through the times, it wouldn't certainly be, it wouldn't be YouTube, you know. So if you can write, and instead of making a video that's an hour long where you're doing a speech or you're presenting something, write a book about it. Bye.